Each student speaker's message is solely and entirely the private expression of the individual student and does not reflect the endorsement, sponsorship, position, or expression of the district.
Hello, I'm John Kraft. As your Superintendent of Schools, I want to personally welcome you to the 2025 Northside Independent School District graduation ceremonies. This year, more than 7,600 students graduate from our high schools. It is a momentous occasion for them, but also for their families, friends, teachers, and administrators. The graduates did not reach this day alone. As each senior crosses the stage and receives his or her diploma, I know you'll watch with great pride. Through the years, they have relied on the encouragement, love, and support from everyone in their lives. I'm so proud of all of our graduates. On behalf of the Northside Independent School District family, we wish them good luck as they begin the next chapter in their lives. We also congratulate them on their achievements. I hope you all enjoy this special day.
Good morning. My name is Shelby Jane Bierschbach. I am the John M. Harlan High School Senior Class President. Welcome to the 7th commencement ceremonies of John M. Harlan High School. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and help us honor America. The national anthem will be performed by the Harlan High School Choir Seniors. Can we hear it?
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watch, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
Thank you. Please be seated. The opening remarks will now be given by our John M. Harlan Salutatorian, Rayleigh Anise Barrera.
Good morning, everyone. It is such an honor to stand here in front of you, the graduating class of 2025. I want to thank the administrators, my teachers, classmates, friends, and especially my parents for helping me get here. You are greatly appreciated. For me, this year has been very, very challenging. Some may know, but I was in a car accident in September and received a concussion that turned into post-concussive syndrome after months of prolonged symptoms. There have been days full of headaches, nausea, fatigue, and slow processing. And I asked myself over and over, why was my sweet car totaled? Why couldn't I drive myself for the remainder of my senior year? Why couldn't my brain heal fast enough? Why were we left to fight insurance? Why so many doctor's appointments and days missed from school? Why me? And why now? However, despite all of this, I would like to share with you that I have come this far all because of my faith in Jesus. He was my only hope when I felt there was no hope. And even when it was hard to see it, I trusted that He had a purpose in all the mess and questioning. As a result, I was able to find joy in the little things. And when I was at my lowest, Christ reminded me of His presence in my life. We may not know why things happen to us or why we experience so much hardship, but remember that He has a purpose and plan for you too. I know we will continue to go through moments that are hard, scary, painful, and full of the unknown, especially as we begin a new chapter of our lives. So I encourage you not to run or hide from these moments, but instead sit with them, process them, and view them as opportunities to learn and grow in who you are. Remember, you are never alone, and there is always hope in Jesus. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor to welcome you to the 7th commencement ceremony of the John M. Harlan High School Class of 2025. It is also my pleasure to introduce our distinguished guests. The Superintendent of Northside Independent School District, Dr. John Kraft. Deputy Superintendent of Curriculum and Instruction, Dr. Janice Jordan. The members of the Northside Independent School District's Board of Trustees, Board President, Dr. Carla Duran, Board Vice President, Dr. Sonia Hasso, Board Secretary, Mr. David Salcido, Trustee, Mr. Robert Bobby Blunt, Jr., Trustee, Mrs. Karen Freeman, our Principal, Mr. Rick Izigiri, our Academic Dean, Mrs. Cynthia Tapia, Dr. John Kraft, Board of Trustees, distinguished guests, parents, and graduates. It is an honor for me to introduce to you a student who is not only accomplished in academics, but also a dedicated artist. She is a pianist and a martial artist. Among Abigail's numerous accolades are recognition as a commended student in the 2025 National Merit Scholarship Program, AP Scholar with Distinction, National Math and Science Initiative STEM Award, a state medal for sculpture at the state vase competition, and a black belt in Taekwondo. Perhaps her most endearing trait is her love for helping others and her determination to make the world a better place. Please give a warm welcome to the Harlan Class of 2025 Valedictorian, Abigail Nicoella.
Thank you, Shelby Jane Bierschbach, for the introduction. First of all, I would just like to thank everyone for coming out early today to support the Harlan graduating class of 2025. Next, I would like to thank the people who have helped me get where I am today. Thank you to my amazing parents and big sister, all my friends, and my incredible ISM classmates, all my teachers over the years, and finally, my senseis. I couldn't have done this without you all. I've always thought it was strange that valedictorians were the ones giving speeches at graduation ceremonies, because many of us are introverts. Putting us on a stage in front of thousands of strangers and saying, "Give a speech," is pretty much our worst nightmare. But I'm here in front of you anyway, and I think that's one of the most important lessons I've learned. There will always be things in your life that scare you out of your cowboy boots, and often they will be obstacles in the way of something you want. It may be tempting to avoid the scary things, to say, "I'm gonna stay home today so I don't have to give that speech." But that won't help you. The reason those things are scary is because they're risky. You're opening yourself up to failure and getting hurt. But the riskiest things often offer the most benefits. Courage doesn't mean having no fear. It means being afraid and going for it anyway. You have to do things that scare you in order to grow as a person and achieve your goals. Not everyone's journey will follow the same route. As Ted Lasso once said, all people are different people. It takes all kinds of individuals to make up the world. Not one is the same, but all are important. None of us have had the same high school experience, but it has taken all of us to create our amazing time at Harlan. So remember to always be true to yourself, because the world needs you. It won't always be easy. One of the hardest lessons for me to learn is to not compare myself to others. Everyone has different experiences and definitions of success. I learned that as long as I do my best and stay true to the things that matter to me, I will be happy. People have always had expectations of me and the person I would become, and I felt the need to live up to that. But it doesn't matter what other people want from your life. It only matters what you want from your life. If someone thinks you should become a lawyer because it's prestigious, but you want to be a baker, then don't make lawsuits, make cakes. Never sacrifice your happiness for someone else's standard of success. Finally, remember that who you are is not set in stone. When I was a little kid, people would ask me what I wanted to be when I grew up, and I would always get confused because I didn't understand why they thought I, as a 5-year-old, had the rest of my life planned out. But now, as a graduating senior, I can confidently say that I still have no idea what I'm going to be when I grow up. And that's okay. This is not the time to decide what you will be, because it will change. We are all constantly learning and growing, and that doesn't stop when we graduate high school. For example, I've taken a bunch of AP classes, and I still don't know how to do my taxes. Every day, you get a little wiser and learn a little more about yourself, and you always have the power to change and become the person you want to be. To conclude, I'd like to share a quote by John A. Shedd. "A ship in a harbor is safe, but that's not what ships are built for. For the past 12 years, we've been safe in our harbors. But now it's time to set sail, to take the first steps into the rest of our lives." I am so honored to be graduating with such an incredible group of people, and I can't wait to see what Harlan's class of 2025 will accomplish in the future. Thank you.
Class of 2025, congratulations on reaching a milestone in your life. A graduation ceremony is always such a special occasion, the culmination of years of hard work, the actualization of goals attained, and the acknowledgement of success achieved. So it is only fitting that today we commemorate the road that you have all traveled together these last few years. It has been a journey that started with tentative steps, but one that has taken us to remarkable heights. We have encountered some trials and tribulations along the way, soldiered on, and came out stronger for them. We've experienced exceptional moments, magical moments, and created memories that will fondly be remembered in the years ahead. Steadfast, relentless, and determined, we all kept together. Day by day, we focused on our goal of keeping together and working together. We faced some incredible and memorable moments that we chose to use as stepping stones as we tenaciously pursued our common goals. The end result, ladies and gentlemen, of our coming together, keeping together, and working together, in spite of the obstacles that we may have faced along the way, that end result is the graduating class of 2025. A graduating class that received $14,509,021 in scholarship money. Congratulations. We are extremely proud of you all. You are ready, willing, and more than able to grasp the torch that we bestow upon you. May your years ahead continue to be characterized by empathy, compassion, objectivity, and a willingness to take risks. May you always lead by example, work hard, and play straight. May your successes be many and your tribulations be few and far between. We wish you everything that you so richly deserve in the years ahead. It has been an honor and a privilege watching your growth and success. Soaring together, achieving new heights. Hawks for life. Love you guys. The Board of Trustees and the administration of Northside wish to recognize superior academic achievement with the presentation of a most special award. This award is being presented to two students who indeed represent the ideal academic standards the Northside Independent School District strives for in its quest for excellence. We are honored to bestow this award to the John M. Harlan High School Salutatorian, Rayleigh Anise Barrera, and the John M. Harlan High School Valedictorian, Abigail Elizabeth Nicolella. Rayleigh Anise Barrera, will you please come forward? Trustee Mr. Robert Bobby Blunt will present this award. Rayleigh graduates with a 102.1228 grade point average. She will be attending the University of Mary Hardin-Baylor and intends to pursue a degree in elementary education. Please help me recognize Rayleigh's parents, Dr. David Barrera and Dr. Chris Barrera, please stand and be recognized. Abigail Elizabeth Nicolella, will you please come forward? Trustee Dr. Carla Duran will present this award. Abigail graduates with a 104.2069 grade point average. She will be attending the University of Texas at Austin and intends to pursue a degree in biochemistry. Please help me recognize Abigail's parents, Dr. Daniel Nicolella and Mrs. Jennifer Nicolella. Please stand and be recognized. Congratulations to Abigail, Rayleigh, and their parents. And now, for the most important part of the ceremony. Dr. Kraft, you have heard the accomplishments of this class. I am pleased to recommend to you the students among the class of 2025 who have met the graduation requirements of the Northside Independent School District and the Texas Education Agency as graduates of John M. Harlan High School.
Thank you, Mr. Izaguirre. Good morning and welcome to this exciting event which recognizes and honors the culmination of hard work, determination, and achievement by the students standing before us. To the members of our audience, we thank you for the contributions that you have made to the success of these graduates. As we know, a quality education can't happen without a partnership between the student, the family, and the school. Graduates, I know your parents, grandparents, friends, teachers, and loved ones in this building have not only supported you, but have made such a tremendous impact on your education, which you will forever cherish. Graduates, we hope that your experience in the Northside Independent School District has been a positive one, and you deserve to enjoy this important milestone and sacred ceremony with all those here to celebrate with you. With that, on the recommendations of the administration and staff of the John M. Harlan High School, and by the authority and power vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the Northside Independent School District and the state of Texas, I hereby confer upon these candidates who have met all graduation requirements the Northside Independent School District High School Diploma and hereby declare them graduates class of 2025. Will the graduates please come forward for the presentation of diplomas and awards? Congratulations, graduates, class of 2025. We are so proud of you.
Receiving 6 scholarships, including the Leadership Award from Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, Abigail Elizabeth Nicolella. Receiving 4 scholarships, including the President's Scholarship from University of Mary Hardin Baylor, Rayleigh Anise Barrera. Isabella Gray Hicks. Allison Gail Young. Receiving 3 scholarships, including the Merit Scholarship from Texas State University, Asira Yvette Kelly. Receiving the Vice President Scholarship from East Texas Baptist University, Lauren Valerie. Clinton Wayne Valerie. Samantha Erin Gold. Receiving 34 scholarships, including the Academic Merit Scholarship from the University of Hawaii Manoa, Christopher Supnett Pasqua Jr. Juliana Marie Dunlap. Damon Alexander Clark. Xander Kane Guerra. J. Lynn McClarity III. Emerson Earl Quigley. Jacob Sidney Urbina. Kendrick Vieira Ramos. Boaz Ezra Viagran. Receiving the Presidential Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Ezine Catherine Amarachi Adabo. Martin Adaji.
We're one behind.
DeAnthony Ray Adams. Receiving the President's Scholarship from Trinity University, Mackenzie Marie Aguilar. Grace Yubia Aguilera. Clarissa Alejandra Alanis. Aiden Paul Aleman. Michael Aleman. Ali Haider Al-Kosawi. Cameron Marie Allen. Kira Lynn Allen. Receiving the Merit Scholarship from Schreiner University, Sarah Nicole Almazan. Abigail Esther Alvarado. Luke Ezra Alvarado. Receiving the Provost Scholarship from University of the Incarnate Word, Ariana Jaylene Alvarez. Receiving 17 scholarships, including the President's Scholarship from Colorado Christian University, Elise Jordan Amador. David Ambris Jr. Diego Arnoldo Amparano. Receiving 2 scholarships, including the Dean Scholarship from University of the Incarnate Word, Amber Michelle Endershock. Ryan James Anthony. Logan Richard Arend. Anthony Ray Argijo. Regina Micaela Arandilla Arista. Emily Marie Armendariz. Receiving 6 scholarships, including the John C. Stevens Award for Academic Excellence from Abilene Christian University, Jabari Mandela Arma Trading. Michaela Nicole Arnett. Luis Felipe Areola. Hunter Michael Alt. Receiving the General Scholarship from Texas A&M University San Antonio, Eric Sebastian Ayala. Cameron Luz Ayala. Elias Shadi Azus. Gavin Riley Babula. Quentin Kareem Bailey. Ronald Eugene Bailey III. Tiana Kyrie Bailey. Jordan Isaiah Barnes. Adam Stephen Bogus. Receiving the Texas Excellence Scholarship from the University of Texas at Austin, Juliana Aida Bate. Rachel Lynn Beard. Cole Lewis Bedoya. Royce Allen Bedoya. Nathan Allen Beans. Layla Page Belton. Brady Reese Bemis. Isabela Ariana Benitez. Tyson Xavier Bennett. Madison Nicole Bisland. Jolie Marie Boberg. Natalie Renee Boll. Samantha Denise Boykins. Elijah Christopher Boyle. Noah James Brand. Receiving 4 scholarships, including the University Scholarship from Seton Hall University, Ruth Elena Bruca. Aiden James Brickley. Adriana Brito. Cody Isaiah Byron Brown. Receiving the President's Scholarship from Trinity University, Mackenzie Marie Aguilar. Landon Edward Brown. Lance Michael Buller. Enlisted in the United States Air Force, Baylor Allen Burke. Jalen Jade Nicholas Bustamante. Marisa Alexis Bustillos. Alexander Bustos. Receiving the Provost Scholarship from University of the Incarnate Word, Jordan Alexander Butler. Nathaniel Jonovan Butler. Amber Brianna Cabrera. Brandon Alexander Cabrera. Isaiah Joseph Wilfredo Callender. Oscar Giovanni Calzada. Rudy Gampa Jr. Receiving 15 scholarships, including the Dean Scholarship from Augustana College, is Rayel Lindora Campo Lumpkins. Severo Andres Campos. Jared Campos Castro. Chase Christopher Canales. Emilion Aneri Canelo. Ruben Alexander Gano, receiving 2 scholarships, including the Merit Scholarship from Texas State University, Ailani Licano Hernandez. Isabella Marie Cantu, receiving 3 scholarships, including the Provost Scholarship from University of the Incarnate Word, Emma Giselle Cardenas. Juliet Rose Cardona. Sabrina Cheyenne Carroll, receiving the Presidential Excellence Scholarship from Our Lady of the Lake University, Jaden Allison Carrion. Knowledge Omar Carter. Joseph Anthony Casiano Jr. Tristan Alexander Castellon. Elena Castilleja, receiving 2 scholarships, including the Santa Maria Scholarship from St. Mary's University, Sydney Rain Castillo. Elizabeth Yasmin Castro. Julian Xavier Castro. Zuri Nicole Celis Flores. Christian Noah Cerda. Enlisted in the United States Marine Corps, Matthew Alexander Cervera. Ryan Jariel Chaparro Valera. Aiden Zachary Charles. Alize Marie Chavez. Anthony Ronnie Ruiz Chavez. Carson David Christensen. Alexander DeMarco Ciccarello. Theodore Liam Magbol Gobayes. Zoe Jancolesio. Leilani Jade Coleman. Yatsenia Marie Goyaso Cruz. Connor Julian Colson. Isaiah Michael Contreras. Mariana Celeste Contreras Ceja. Zachary Austin Cooper. Receiving 3 scholarships, including the Freshman Excellence Award from Midwestern State University, Brianna Belen Copeland. Receiving 2 scholarships, including the Jossie Award from the American Musical and Dramatic Academy, Ella Marie Corpez. Sienna Gabrielle Cortez. Jacqueline Cosio. Rihanna Alize Cruz. Deville Roberto Cruz Guzman. Selena Emily Dago. Receiving 2 scholarships, including the Provost Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Adriana Michelle Davila. Kamara Jean Moreno Davila. Samaya Hiomara Davis. Receiving the Provost Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Caleb Matthew de la Rosa. Receiving 4 scholarships, including the Volleyball Athletics Scholarship from Adams State University, Isabella Marie de la Rosa. Luke Austin Damian de la Rosa. Zoe Naomi Dean. Christopher Sidney Deck. Receiving the Sidney Griffith Memorial Scholarship from Harlan Orchestra Booster Club, Emma Lee DeGucci Kelly. Receiving 2 scholarships, including the Presidential Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Natalie Emily Deppa. Alexis Nicole DiRocco. Alexandria Diaz. Constanza Diaz Chavira. Receiving the Presidential Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Carla Gabriela Diaz Rodriguez. Reina Marilyn Dinsmore. Joshua Aaron Dominguez. Taryn Jocelyn Doolin. Isabella Ann Duarte. Samira Lynn Dusing. Carolyn McKinley Donovan. Troy David Duncan. Receiving 5 scholarships, including the Distinction Award from Baylor University, Anthony Oluwatomisen Durojaye. Christian Scott Elder. Isabella Aranelli Elizondo. Israel Adrian Elizondo IV. Bailey Anne Marie English. Sienna Gonzalez Escamilla. Mateo Sebastián Escobar. Receiving the Mission Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Aubrey Lizette Escobedo. Andrea Lynette Escobedo.
Jesús Ernesto Escobedo. Nathan Espinosa. Receiving 2 scholarships, including the Presidential Scholarship from Texas Lutheran University, Roberto Enrique Espinosa. Yasmin Alexandria Espinosa. Leiza Cecilia Espiricueta. Kira Tali Esquera. Liliana Esquivel. Receiving the Mission Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Harmony Noelani Estrada. Alec Lucas Fagan. Ryan Jesse Felan. Sean Sebastian Felan. Jordan Len Ferris. Enlisted in the United States Navy, Joseph Paul Fisher. Receiving the Women's Softball Award from the University of Texas at San Antonio, Aubrey Rihanna Flores. Eduardo Gael Flores. Zachary Allen Flores. Kaylee Caitlin Turner Fortune. Michelle Renee Fortune. Amberly Michelle Ford. Timothy Cade Ford. Easton Amory Fortmuller. Gage Lyle Fouts. Iamba Dupree Francis. Receiving the Dean's Merit Scholarship from Our Lady of the Lake University, Emmanuel Osvaldo Antonio Francisco. Nicholas Chavez Franklin. Grace Olivia Friddle. Isaiah Melendez Frost. Anthony Scott Fuller Jr. Abigail Leilani Fulton. Isaac James Galvan. Caden Joseph Garcia. Dayanara Garcia. Receiving 2 scholarships, including the Merit Scholarship from Schreiner University, Diego Jesse Garcia IV. Jaime Eduardo Garcia V. John Michael Garcia. Lily Jacinda Garcia. Marcus Anthony Garcia Jr. Samuel Josiah Garcia. Timothy Caden Garcia. Receiving 5 scholarships, including the President's Merit Award from University of the Pacific, Kaylee America Garcia Ortiz. Ethan Michael Garcia Peoples. Asiris Ibelis Garcia Sanchez. Receiving the Provost Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Victoria Lynette Garza. Danielle Rose Garcia. Aiden Anthony Calvin Gertz. Alexander Joseph Scott Gertz. Receiving the Harlan Athletic Booster Club Scholarship, Isaac Paul Gloria. Callie Caitlin Turner Forshawn. Kendall Bianca Gomez. Adrian Gonzalez. Receiving 3 scholarships, including the Softball Award from the University of Texas Permian Basin, Amethyst Giselle Gonzalez. Receiving the Provost Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Andrea Lorraine Gonzalez. Receiving the Provost Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Anthony Isaiah Gonzalez. David James Gonzalez. Evan Gage Gonzalez. Receiving the Dean Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Isaiah Alexander Vincent Gonzalez. Luis Alberto Gonzalez Jr. Noah Adrian Gonzalez. Ivana Lizette Gonzalez. Tybin Dior Gordon. Tylen Christopher Gordon. Malcolm Kyle Gold. Jalen Anthony Gray. Mahogany Imani Gray. Receiving the Provost Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Kalen Michael Gerbic Schurtz. Owen Michael Greeley. Receiving 7 scholarships, including the Chancellor Scholarship from St. Martin University, Campbell Jolie Green. Isaiah Anthony Guardiola. Ava Isabella Guerra. Bryson Lee Guerra. Receiving the Provost Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Paola Junuen Guerrero. Nicholas Guerrero Payne. Receiving 2 scholarships, including the Provost Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Ángel Ezequiel Guevara. Receiving the Dean Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Adrian Gutierrez. Receiving the Merit Scholarship from Texas State University, Gabrielle Elise Gutierrez. Nevea Marie Gutierrez. Matías Esteban Gutierrez Martínez. Barnaby Habarugira. Gavin Lorcan Hazlett. Receiving 2 scholarships, including the Academic Scholarship from Mount Mary University, Tylee Ann Hale. Cadence Cantrell Hall. Rana Hamat. Sydney Debrell Hamilton. Receiving the Tiger Promise Scholarship from Texas Southern University, Jeremy Demetrius Hampton II. Receiving 3 scholarships, including the General University Regent Scholarship from Texas Southern University, Jordan Renee Hampton. Receiving 10 scholarships, including the Dean Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Jolene Amara Harris. Kayla Isabel Hedrick. Christopher Alex Enriquez. Alyssa Nicole Hernandez. Bethany Jasmine Hernandez. Jaden Jesse Hernandez. Jaslyn Ariana Hernandez. Karen Elizabeth Hernandez. Receiving 2 scholarships, including the scholarship from American Musical and Dramatic Academy College of the Performing Arts, Carissa Bella Hernandez. Marissa Lynn Hernandez. Enlisted in the United States Marine Corps, Preston Thomas Hernandez. Zadrian Zage Hernandez. Alfred Omar Hernandez Campos. Josué Miguel Herrera. Kara Elizabeth Abigail Herring. Receiving the Provost Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Madison Elizabeth Heron. Landon Jordan Hill. Jordan Nicole Hilliard. Jacob Zamut Hinojosa. Leigh Isabella Holscher. David Augustine Holloway. Tremaine Tyler Holmes. Kyle Alexander Holston. Dylan Arthur Hood. Jordan Alicia Hausman. Austin Jarrett Weezar. Kelly Ngoji Ike. Alyssa Renee Jackson. Jeremiah Dakota Earl Jackson. Jordan Alexander Jackson. Priscilla Jaimes. Brooke Isabella Jimenez. Matthew Paul Johannin. Diego Reese Johnson. Receiving the Provost Scholarship from Marymount University, Gavati Valentino Johnson. Receiving 7 scholarships, including the Mission Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Grace Hyong Keong Johnson. Joshua Deshaun Johnson. Nico Alexander Johnson. Alexander Isaac Jones. Alexander Jordan Ballingett Jones. Anaya Simone Jones. Benjamin Ray Jones II. Evan Jackson Jones. Enlisted in the United States Army, Talia Olivia Jump. Ibrahim Atitala Kafara. Noah Ho'omalua Kali'iponi. Receiving the Irma Guest Scholarship from Delta Kappa Gamma Society International, Addison Emily Kaiser. Eve Laurent Kane. Receiving 2 scholarships, including the Sidney Griffith Memorial Scholarship from Harlan Orchestra Booster Club, Kylie Nava Kantun Kamal. Avery Celeste Kite. Cheyenne Marie Kirkpatrick. Chloe Rain Kirkpatrick. Receiving the Presidential Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Kendra Elaine Kirkpatrick. Nevea Giada Colbeck. Aubrey Yael Crounchi. Isabel Christine Krumholtz. Erica Sophia Lanehart. Receiving 5 scholarships, including the Distinguished Presidential Scholarship from the University of Texas at San Antonio, Erica Tuivan Simone Lamb. Aiden Andrew Lara. Aubrey Nicole Large. Jake Bradley Larimer. Receiving 2 scholarships, including the Provost Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Demetrius Alexander Lasanta. Receiving 2 scholarships, including the Provost Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Tabitha Michelle Lawson. Receiving the Presidential Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Devin Jake Lechuga. Trayvon Kanjiro Lemons. Receiving the Excellence Scholarship from the University of North Texas, Donovan Xavier Leos. Acacia Nicole Lopez. Alanai Santos Lopez. Anthony Diego Lopez. Devonte James Lopez. Diego Alejandro Lopez. Receiving 3 scholarships, including the Madeline Scholarship from St. Mary's University, Hannah Alyssa Lopez. Jonah Tiberius Lopez. Melody Mia Lopez. Nicholas Alexander Lopez Medina. Maximiliano Lorenzo Jr. Josiah Alejandro Lozano.
Alina Lua Jimenez. Ripley Jane Ludwig. Destiny Marie Dianda Luna. Amran Nathaniel Mabins. Antonio Gilbert Machuca. Aramari Patricia Macias. Landon Garrett Madden. Receiving 3 scholarships, including the Merit Scholarship from Texas State University, Kylie Brooke Madigan. Jose Teófilo Macalas. Julia Alexandra C. Macalas. Jezarela Malabe Mendez. Nathan Frank Maldonado. Eileen Elizabeth Maldonado Santos. Ivan Angel Maltos. Receiving the Distinguished Presidential Scholarship from the University of Texas at San Antonio, London Eve Manful. Taryn Piper Manila. Madison Nicole Mares. Receiving 3 scholarships, including the Excellence Scholarship from the University of North Texas, Mateo Antonio Marin de Leon. Caden Gabriel Marshall. Lamone Lance Martin. Receiving the Presidential Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Vegas Lane Martin. Enlisted in the United States Navy, Dominic Lorenzo Martinez. Isabella Alexis Martinez. Marisela Martinez. Mackenzie Ray Martinez. Noah Clay Martinez. Mia Arabella Martinez Stevenson. Camila Milagros Martsoff. Receiving the Mission Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Jade Ololade Mason. Brianna Ray Mata. Carlo Raúl Mata. Caden James Matthews Lipke. Receiving the Football Athletic Award from Rice University, Peyton James Matthews. Jace Zachary Mayfield. Mia Ritualo McConnell. Jakayla Ann McConico. Receiving 2 scholarships, including the Academic Excellence Scholarship from the University of Houston, Adrian Royce McDade. Mia Elizabeth McJunkins Fisher. Receiving the Sower Award from the University of Oklahoma, Arvin Dale Frivaldo Medina. Macy Medea. Adolfo Jarrett Mejia. Chloe Lynn Memmer. Aaron Joseph Mendez Trevino. Gabriel Razaro Mendives. Brooke Alexis Meredith. Sarai Merino. Genesis Isolina Maidens. Janelle Marie Mahalovic. Sine Alva Miller. Caleb Brody Mines. Caleb Seven Mitchell. Receiving the Dean's Scholarship from Austin College, Kaylee Anais Mitchell. Mikhail Donald Mobley. Mariah Elena Monroe. Hendrix Love Montejano. Elena Mercedes Montejo Medina. Receiving 3 scholarships, including the Baseball Scholarship from Central Baptist College, Aiden Elliott Moore. Receiving 3 scholarships, including the Academic Excellence Scholarship from Kansas Wesleyan University, Elijah Malachi Moore. Mia Jacqueline Mora. Alan Alimi Morales. Ryan Michael Moreno. Aaliyah Eve Morones. Price Cedric Motley. Kaiki Murayama. Jonathan Murga. Danica Jade Muro. Sahar Naimi. Zohal Naimi. Laura Ibrahim Naji. Santiago Amari Napper. Justin Michael Nelson. Sidley Harley Nevares. Nicholas Wayne Newland. Alyssa Grace Nino. Kylie Kama Lama Lama Onalani Star Noah Mokiao. Nathan J. O'Fallon. Receiving the scholarship from the Harlan Cadet Parent Support Team, Gabriel Alejandro Ochoa. Nathan Robert Oetel. Joshua James Olivares. Soraya Renee Olivera. Prometheus Rion Oliver Elmore. Emmanuel Joseph Olvera. Alexander Nathan Orengo Jr. Receiving the Distinguished Presidential Scholarship from the University of Texas at San Antonio, Alina Marie Orozco. Natalie Nicole Ortega. Nathaniel Elise Ortega. Memphis J. Ortiz. Elian Manuel Ortiz Diaz. Sana Oria. Matthew Lewis Owens. Karina Luz Pacheco. Receiving 2 scholarships, including the Presidential Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Andrea Citlali Padilla. Ariana Padilla. Haven Savannah Page. Ethan Christopher Palumbo. Raniela Aubrey Roberto Pangilinan. Matthew Antonio Para. Cadence Marie Parsons. Receiving 5 scholarships, including the Merit Scholarship from St. Louis University Madrid campus, Elena Maria Pacero. Tristan Michael Paul. Angeline Luis Peo. Hannah Marie Peo. Cristiana Jolie Peña. Elijah Michael Pennington. Mauricio Antonio Perales. Alexis Lucia Perez. Annalise Perez. Receiving 2 scholarships, including the Distinguished Scholarship from Texas State University, Diego Manuel Perez. Erica Eliana Perez. Fernando Perez Jr. Fred Michael Perez. Receiving 3 scholarships, including the Academic Award from Kless College of Engineering and Integrated Design at the University of Texas at San Antonio, Julia Gabriela Perez. Jacob Perez. Mateo Rey Perez. Receiving the Charles C. Fry Scholar Award from Hofstra University, Rudy Josiah Perez. Rosalind Marie Perez Rivera. Madison Aubrey Perkins. Receiving the Valero Alamo Bowl Student Athlete Scholarship from Valero Alamo Bowl Community Partners Scholarship, McKenna Grace Phillips. Isaiah Rayshawn Pertle. Isaiah Xavier Pompa. Brock Connor Potter. Receiving 2 scholarships, including the Distinguished Presidential Scholarship from the University of Texas at San Antonio, Marissa Podell. Owen Allen Powers. Jarvion Tristan Iyer Price. Autejane Yvette Jamaria Pride. Addison Marie Puente. Receiving 3 scholarships, including the Madeline Scholarship from St. Mary's University, Nicole Marie Quiñones. Brandon Jonamet Quintero. Jose Fidel Resendiz. Crystal Nicole Reyes. Pamela Annette Reyes. Receiving the Provost Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Graydon Allen Richards. Justin Xavier Richardson. Receiving the Merit Scholarship from Texas State University, Jesseline Angel Rico. Bernardo Felipe Rios. Receiving the Academic Scholarship from San Antonio Police Benevolent Fund, Christopher Jacob Rios. Alexi Emmanuel Rivas. Enlisted in the United States Navy, Noah Henry Rivas. Marissa Jolene Rivera. Mila Ren Rivera. Jack Christopher Robinson. Lianaí Jamie Robles. Madison Danielle Rodarte. Analicia Rodriguez. Brianna Marie Rodriguez. Carlos Patrick Rodriguez. Desiree Alexis Rodriguez. Juan Carlos Quesada Jr. Erin Grace Rodriguez. Ileana Janae Rodriguez. Javier Alberto Rodriguez. Josiah Nathaniel Rodriguez. Receiving the Presidential Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Maya Rodriguez. Melanie Reese Rodriguez. Receiving 3 scholarships, including the scholarship from Centex Texas Association of Pupil Transportation, Nevea Michelle Rodriguez. Sophia Lorraine Rodriguez. Dalen Adrian Rowland. Anthony Stephen Romero. Isaac Luis Rosales. Samuel Isaac Rosales. Receiving the Presidential Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Rima Grace Rose. Winston Robert Rose.
Joe Nathan Ross Jr. Stephen Douglas Roselle. Nico Rubio. Noah Anthony Rucker. Isabel Rueda. Justin Alexander Agustin Ruiz. Clarissa Michelle Saavedra. Evelyn Marie Quinones Sainz. Amaya Lynn Salas. Elena Ray Salazar. Lilybell Amira Saldivar. Kayla Nicole Salinas. Michael Joseph Salmon Jr. Cheyenne Elaine Samaniago. Allison Sanchez. Haley LeRae Sanchez. Isabel Grace Sanchez. Jaden Isabella Sanchez. Maddox Reyes Sanchez. Penelope Christine Sanchez. Ray Vincent Sanchez III. Sarah Naomi Sanchez. Yancel Yariel Sanchez Jaime. Danielle Suzette Sanchez Vasquez. Craig Robert Sanders. Darren Jacob Sandoval. Antonio Xavier Isaiah San Miguel. Christian Elizabeth Santiana. Anaya Renee Santos. Gabriel Luis Santos. Receiving the Academic Achievement Scholarship from Laboratory Institute of Merchandising, Violet Blair Sapien. Receiving the Santa Maria Scholarship from St. Mary's University, Maritza Andrea Starabia. Jasmine Dayrit Sarmiento. Asia Jade Schlesinger. Madison Elizabeth Schmidt. Jared D'Angelo Schroeder. Dakara Denise Seals. Justin James Seals Jr. Saraya Abigail Sepulveda. Receiving the Bordeaux Scholarship from St. Mary's University, Caroline Sepulveda Caraballo. Adrian James Serratos. Aaron Michael Cifuentes. Alicia Silva. Christian Joel Silva. Aaron Deontay Simeon. Eric Michael Simonis. Destiny Chekia Singleton. Blissany Nafula Sironda. Kennedy Ray Sloan. Carter Jameer Smith. Receiving the Distinction Award from Baylor University, Hayden Donna Amare Smith. Caden Joseph Smith. Joshua William Snavely Jr. Enlisted in the United States Air Force, Aiden Connor Sneathen. Christina Nicole Toledo Solano. Receiving the Madeline Scholarship from St. Mary's University, Kristen Neves Sosa. Xavier Perry Sosa. Zachary Peyton Sosa. Luis Angel Sotelo. Bianca Soto. Dylan Michael Spencer. Christopher Emil Sterling Jr. Grace Catherine Stewart. Brianna Nicole Stockwell. Genevieve Marie Suarez. Jurgen McBride Rafael Soriano Miron. Darren Jairus Amante Tadeo.
Receiving 2 scholarships, including the Tiger Paw Scholarship from Texas State University, Kiara Mani Tavares. DeMarvian Jakari Taylor. Erica Sarai Taylor. Keith Ryan Taylor Jr. Joaquin David Anthony Theo. Elijah Victor Tamores. Jackson Trayvon Tharp. Benjamin Herbert Tice. Ava Song Yin Thibodeau. Zaki Elijah Nicholas Thompson. Ariana Lorelai Tijarina. Mackay Christopher Tolbert. Maria Angelica Toyo Castro. Aiden Everett Terrell. Dionysus Roman Torres. Ella Cecilia Torres. Receiving 2 scholarships, including the Merit Scholarship from Texas State University, Gabriela Torres. Giovanni Manuel Rafael Torres. Naima Janae Torres. Nevea Myra Torres. Mario Jacobo Torres Rivera. Rusgar Sinar Toussignon. Receiving the Provost Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Adrian Eva Tovar. Emma Raquel Trevino. Enlisted in the United States Air Force, Jason Aaron Trevino. Marisa Nicole Trevino. Isabella Lynn Troya. Kiara Leila Sadiasi. Brian Alexander Tercios. Logan Ronald Tyson. Patrick Lewis Urabaso. Aiden Valadez. Christian Yadir Valdez Collazo. Sebastián Adrián Valenzuela Arciga. Luisa Renata Valle. Juan Mitchell Valle Jr. Emma Josephine Vanderlat. Gustavo Gabriel Vargas. Kiara Marcellus Vargas. Receiving 6 scholarships, including the Trustee Scholarship from Allegheny College, Karina Vasquez. Christopher Neal Vaughn. Santiago Merced Vega. Avani Velasco Ortiz. Giovanni Maximo Velasquez. Sanai Gabriela Velasquez. Maurice Trey Valsor. Tori Mila Vermong. Kai James Walker Vert. Receiving the Volleyball Athletic Award from the University of Louisiana Lafayette, Brooklyn Joe Vigil. Isabel Renee Villagran. Aiden Dominic Villarreal. Jonathan Eric Villarreal. Wendell Villegas Cuevas. Benjamin Dirk Visagie. Receiving the Provost Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Jacqueline Elizabeth Vittori. Bradley Jacob Wakazi. Hagen Luke Walker. Receiving 2 scholarships, including the Presidential Scholarship from Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, Daytona Beach, Peter David Wallach Jr. Alfonso Jaden Watson. Jalen Javon Whitaker. Billy Jack White Jr. Caden Quinn White. Receiving 2 scholarships, including the Harvey E. Najim Charitable Foundation Scholarship from San Antonio Area Foundation, Nicholas Spencer Lacroix White. Tristan Michelle Wilcox. Ian Christopher Wild. Adriana Mae Williams. Anthony Nayland Williams. Ethan Kekiona Williams. Diamond Nevea Williams. Receiving the Basketball Athletic Scholarship from the University of Texas at Dallas, Cameron Jael Williams. Reagan Jolie Williams. Sanaya Quelly Williams. Tyler Douglas Wilson. Caleb Austin Windsor. Receiving the Mission Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Dwayne Alexander Wingfield. Elijah Breon Wynn. Dominic Hezekiah Wooford. Enlisted in the United States Marine Corps, Olivia Nadra Wold. Madison Wood. Zyron Jarrell Woodbury. Receiving the Presidential Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Jasek Allen Woodside. Carter Thomas Woodworth. Timothy James Wooldridge II. Aaliyah Domingo Wright. Receiving 2 scholarships, including the Volleyball Scholarship from the University of Delaware, Talia Janae Yancey. Rodolfo Antonio Ibarra III. Receiving 2 scholarships, including the Mission Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Journey Elias Samara Human. Evan Alexander Zahn. Sunshine Libby Zavala. Javen Ray Zeno. Bailey Nicole Zepeda. Shelby Jane Bierschbach. Done.
stand for the alma mater and remain standing for the closing remarks. Dear graduates, congratulations on reaching this momentous milestone. Today we celebrate our dedication, hard work, and perseverance that has led us to this point. We have all accomplished something truly remarkable. First and foremost, remember that success is not about what you achieve, but also about how you achieve it. Be kind, be honest, and be true to yourselves. Pursue your passions and don't be afraid to take risks. Just know that you are capable of achieving great things. Secondly, remember that success is not measured solely by wealth or status, but by the impact you make on the world around you. As we move forth from this day, I urge you to use your talents and skills to make a positive difference in the lives of others. Finally, I encourage you to be courageous and take risks. The road ahead may be uncertain, but do not let fear hold you back. As you move forward into the next chapter of your lives, I wish you all the best. May you find happiness, fulfillment, and success in all that you do. Never forget that you are capable of achieving anything you set your minds to. Today marks the end of one journey and the beginning of another. You should all be incredibly proud of yourselves for making it this far. Congratulations once again, and thank you for allowing me to share this special moment with you. Class of 2025, we did it. Seniors, Seniors, please join me in the ceremonial movement from tassel from left to right, which symbolizes our transitions from seniors to graduates. Seniors of 2024, graduates of 2025, congratulations.